Chosen one, pause everything. What you are about to hear is not random. This is not chance. This is divine appointment. You were led here at this precise moment because God is moving something into position in your life right now. Something you've been silently praying for, believing in, and waiting for. Right now, a supernatural change is taking place. Someone is getting upset. A door is being opened. There is a truth being shown. It all has something to do with you. Ecclesiastes 301 says, "There is a season for everything, and a time for every purpose under heaven. You have been chosen, and now is the time." What was put off is now being released. Things that were hidden are now being shown. What was denied is now being given back. God is doing something very precise behind the scenes. What's coming knows your name. It knows where your wounds are. It knows that you have been carrying this load for a long time, and it's getting closer all the time. This message isn't just hype. It's not just words. It's truth from the prophets that was spoken over your life just at the right time. Wait until the end because what you're about to learn could change everything. Picked. What's coming up is not a theory. This is not motivational filler in the form of spiritual language. This is a message sent straight from the throne room of heaven to you right now. Also, I need you to understand something now. There's someone at your door. Not in a figurative or future sense. At this very moment, God is moving someone. And when they get there, everything you thought you knew about your story will change. I learned this the hard way. I didn't say a word for years because I thought God had forgotten about me. I saw the doors shut. I saw people leave. There were chances that went away right in front of my eyes. I didn't know why. I said a prayer. I didn't eat or drink. I thought still the silence went on. But I didn't know or see it at the time that every door that was shut was keeping something from me that I wasn't ready to carry yet. Every delay was a sign from God. Every second of waiting was getting ready for a meeting without the refining. I would not have been able to stay alive, and you are right now in that place. You are not stuck, chosen one. We haven't forgotten about you. You are being put in place. This person will be carrying something with your name written on it when they come to your door. Whether it's a knock, a phone call, a message, or an unexpected meeting, this is not a mistake. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He made everything beautiful at the right time." Not at your time or when it made sense to you at his time, which is now, I'm sure. This is a dedication. You want to know when? I know you want to know how long, but heaven doesn't work on your time. Heaven works at certain times, and this is one of them. As you hear these words, something is changing in the world you can't see. People are talking about you in rooms where you were not present. But the conversations are all about you. Hearts that used to feel far away are being stirred. Minds are being hit with the truth that they tried to hide. Somebody in particular is being moved to act by the Spirit of God. They still don't fully get it. They might not want to do it. They might be scared of how much it will cost, but they can't fight the pull. And very soon they will give in. I want to be clear about something. This is not about you going after someone. It's not about you showing how valuable you are or getting someone to see it. You've already been seen. You have already been picked. Heaven has already marked you. What is coming to you now is the making real of what God planned in your spirit long before you knew how to pray for it. This has happened to me before. Once upon a time, I was completely forgotten. I gave everything I had to a person, a situation, and a goal, but I was fired. People told me I wasn't good enough. I was walked away from without being told why. I'm not going to lie to you. It hurt me in a way. I had doubts about my worth. I had doubts about my calling. I didn't know if I had heard God right or wrong. The door suddenly opened one day, though. It wasn't the door I was there to knock on, a different door. A door I had no idea was there. It didn't just open a crack when it opened. It opened up a lot. It was bigger, clearer, and more aligned than anything I could have planned on my own. It was exactly what I had been begging for in one place. That's what's going on with you right now. You've been staring at a door that won't open and don't want to move. But God isn't going to open that door. He's making you a new one. In this building is the person who is coming to your door. They are carrying a part of your fate. They have clarity with them. They have confirmation with them. In the secret place, they have the breakthrough you have been praying for. Now, chosen one, here's what you need to know. You'll know when they're coming before you see them. It will feel like it in your spirit before it shows up in the real world. Things will start to move faster, and you'll know in your heart, this is it. This is what I've been dying for. That's not worry, that's not fear. There is a part in the book of Esther where Mordecai tells her, who knows but that you have become queen for this very moment. For 14 in Esther, it was hard for. In that moment, the Holy Spirit testifies with your spirit that the time has come. Her to fully grasp what was going on. Even though she couldn't see the whole plan, she knew that this moment was holy. She knew it was the right time and that waiting could cost her everything. Right now you feel like Esther. The enemy wants you to think twice. He wants you to not believe him. You should read this message quickly and think it's just another video. It's not though. You were shown this way. You were drawn to this place. The reason you can't turn away is that your spirit knows the truth when it hears it. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us lift up the burdens of others and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. Someone is at your door and they have something with them. They are coming with the truth. They are coming with an important message. They are coming to say sorry. Admit what they did wrong and be honest about what they missed when they had the chance. You will have a choice when they come. This is not a choice about whether to let them in. That is up to you and God. It is a choice about how you see yourself at that very moment. This is the real change, chosen one. It's not just about them coming back at this moment. You need to take the lead. You need to understand that you are not the same person who was left behind. No longer are you the person who was forgotten. You no longer have to prove how valuable you are. You have become better. You have become stronger. You've been given a promotion in spirit. You are now working from a clear, not a confusing place. When you work, you come from a place of wholeness, not lack. I've been there. As someone came back to me broken and ready to admit what they had done, I have been there. I can tell you that the power wasn't in their return. Since I wasn't as desperate, my answer had more power. I was no longer hurt. Their absence no longer made me who I was. During the wait, I changed into a different person. And this season has been making you feel that way. You're not the same person you were before this trip. You've grown in ways that you can't even describe yet. Your ability to discern has grown. Your faith has grown stronger. You are more sure than ever that you are who God says you are. Now, when this time comes, you won't be scared. You won't be in a hurry. You will have to stay put. It will be clear. You'll be all set, chosen one. Let me tell you more about what's going on right now. Kingdom rules have a rule that most people don't understand until they've been through it. It's this: what God withholds during one season, He makes more of during the next. There has been no denial in any of the delays you've had. It has been progress. The person who is coming to your door is about to show you that it is true. Take a moment to think about Joseph. His brothers threw him into a pit, sold him as a slave, accused him of something he wasn't, and put him in jail for years. Where was God during all of that? It seemed like they were quiet, couldn't be seen, and couldn't be found. But the truth is that God was busy the whole time. Each betrayal set him up for the next one. Every unfair thing was training him. He grew into the man who could stand in front of Pharaoh and tell him about dreams that would save nations every lonely night in that prison cell. Then all of a sudden, one day everything changed. He was called by Pharaoh. Joseph was taken out of jail, cleaned up, and brought before the king. He was then given second in command of all of Egypt. That's how God works. In one day, after years of waiting, suddenly, quickly, and out of the blue, your life starts to have the same rhythm. Chosen one, you've been in prison season. You have been hurt by betrayal. It was said that you did something wrong. People who should have stood by you have misunderstood you, ignored you, and left you. But God has been busy. And the things that are going to happen to you won't happen slowly. It won't be slow. It's going to happen quickly. It will go quickly. And nobody will be able to defend it. The sudden person at your door is a part of that. They stand for a change. They mark the end of one story and the start of a new one. I need you to be spiritually ready for what that means. Because heaven doesn't ask for your permission before it moves. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. It just moves. Your job is to be there, pay attention, and do what God tells you to do at that very moment. Now, I want to share something from my own journey that I think will help you. I held on to something, or someone that had already let go of me at one point in my life. I kept praying that people would get along. I never gave up hope for restoration. I kept hoping that if I was faithful, loved them, and showed up for them over and over again, they would see how valuable I was and come back. But I didn't know that my faith was in the wrong place. I thought God was trying to change the heart of someone else. But He was really trying to change mine. He tried to bring me forward while I asked Him to bring someone back, and God opened a door for me. only after I finally let go of that person, not because I was angry, but because I wanted to let go. I didn't even know they were there. That's what I want you to understand. Picked one. If someone comes to your door, it's definitely God sending them. It's possible that this person is not the person you've been praying for. You might miss them if you were too focused on the past. You might not be able to receive what is if you were too focused on holding on to what was. It's not that God is emotional. He plans ahead. He doesn't fix things up just because you cared about them. Things that are in line with your destiny are fixed by Him. He will also let something or someone fall away if it is not in line to keep you safe, not to hurt you. Not to punish you, but to help you get ahead. Someone is facing the truth of what they lost when they left you right now. Not the kind of regret that goes away after a few days. What I mean is the kind of deep realization that keeps them up at night. The kind that makes them think about every word they said, every action they took, and every moment they lived. The kind that makes them admit they were wrong, scared, or disconnected from reality out of pride, fear, or confusion. And this is what happens at those times. The walls fall down when their pride breaks down. The truth comes out and they are faced with a decision. They can stay in the pain of regret or they can take a chance and reach out. And the chosen one has chosen to reach out. They are building up their courage. The message is being written. Their lips are moving over the words and you will soon hear from them. But I need to warn you about something important. They won't come the way you thought they would when they do. They're not going to know everything. There is no way they can change the past. They'll come broken, ashamed, and unsure of what to do. And what you do at that moment will decide everything. If you react because you are hurt, you will repeat the cycle. If you answer out of desperation, you'll lose your strength. But if you respond from a place of wholeness, clarity, self-respect, and spiritual alignment, you will take your life to a whole new level of power. You will no longer be the one who needs to be picked. You are the one who will make the choice. That's what the person at your door will test. They are going to check to see if you are still the same person they left. They are going to check to see if you still need their approval so badly. They want to see if they can still control your feelings, your love, and your kindness. When they see that you have changed and realize they can't change you anymore, that's when the real change takes place for you. Not just for them, because they're not coming back right now. It has to do with becoming everything that God has been making you to be picked. Right now, something important is going on in the spirit world that you need to know about. There has been a battle over your destiny while you have been waiting, healing, and growing in silence. That battle is almost over. Heaven has already said that they have won, not because the enemy has given up. And the fact that someone is at your door is proof that you won in the real world. I wish someone had told me this years ago. When someone leaves you, they're not gone for good. Some people need to go so they can see better. Some people need to go through life without you in order to fully understand what it was like to live with you. And for some, they have to hit rock bottom before they realize that you were the base they were standing on. I've seen this happen many times, not just in my life, but in the lives of many others as well. I have been with you through times of sadness and waiting. Someone thinks they can do better after leaving. They are sure that the grass is greener and that freedom is farther away. It looks like they made the right choice for a while. They are pleased. They are doing very well. They're moving on. Then something changes. It's no longer new. The thrill wears off, the distractions are no longer useful. They are now faced with the truth they were trying to avoid. They are still reminded of what they left behind. They now have to carry the weight of a choice they can't defend. That's when the real conviction sets in. Someone is in that place right now, chosen one. They tried to switch you out. They tried to find reasons why what you had wasn't special. They tried to connect with someone else in a different place. No matter what they did, they failed. Every conversation was too simple because of how unique what you shared with them was. Every moment felt empty. It wasn't like that. God put a mark on it. They ran as far as they could, but they could not get away from that truth. Now they have to make a choice. Do they hide behind their pride and act like everything is okay? Or do they take a deep breath and tell the truth? Do they keep running, or do they turn around and go back to the real world? I've been on both sides of this, so I picked one. There have been times when I thought I was making the right choice. But after a few months, I realized I had made the worst decision of my life. I've also been the one left behind. Not sure if I would ever be picked again because I've been there. I can tell you that both sides hurt on both sides. You need to be humble. Both sides want you to give up, but let me tell you what I learned. When someone comes back after being away for a while, they are not the same person who left. You're not the same person they left behind either. People change over time. Pain makes people better. And if God is involved, that time apart helps you get ready for something bigger, better, and more in line with His plan. You need to figure out what spirit this person is coming in when they come to your door as the chosen one. Are they coming because they're lonely or because they've really changed? Are they coming because they have no other choice or because they finally understand how valuable you are? Do they want to take from you again, or do they want to build with you? There is no easy answer to these questions, and sometimes the answer won't be clear at first. But this is why it was so important to wait. That's why God made you stay in the desert longer than you thought you would, because He was teaching you how to be smart. He was making your spiritual senses stronger. His voice was more important to you than any other voice, even your own feelings. I remember when I was so eager to connect that I didn't pay attention to any warning signs. The inconsistency didn't bother me. I didn't care about the lack of effort. The patterns that kept happening didn't bother me. I told myself that love meant ignoring everything, forgetting about it, and accepting it all. And it almost killed me. Then God showed me something that made my life different. Love doesn't mean giving up who you are. He said you can find love with someone who helps you become more of who I made you to be. I learned that the right person doesn't drain you. And that changed everything for me. They don't make sense. These people don't make you doubt your worth. The right person makes you better. They agree with you. They get bigger as you do. And the person who comes to your door shouldn't be there. If they can't do that, it doesn't matter how much history you have. It doesn't matter how strong the link feels. You can't go through with it. If they can't accept you for who you are now, the door gets locked. This is the beautiful thing about this moment, though you get to decide, chosen one. You no longer have no power. No longer do you wait for someone to pick you. It's clear to you that you are standing in your authority and worth. And you will know just what to do when they come. You will follow the Holy Spirit not because I told you or because someone else told you to. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Let me now tell you what else is going on this season. While someone gets ready to knock on your door, God is also getting you ready to open a new door. Both of those things can happen at the same time. Right before you start your new life, someone from your past will sometimes show up. And that's not a mistake, that's a test. It tests how focused you are, how much faith you have, and whether you will let what was bother you or stay committed to what is coming. Don't let your past ruin your present. Don't let comfort take away your purpose, because what God has planned for you is greater than what you left behind. You have been chosen. And I need you to understand something very important about this moment. When that person comes to your door, they bring more than just words. They are bringing new information. The truth that has been buried under pride, fear, and denial is being brought to light by them. When that truth comes out, it will do more than just explain what happened in the past. It will help you see what the future holds. In every meeting with God, there is a time when all pretense is dropped after taking off the masks, when people stop acting and become who they really are. And that time is coming up quickly. Someone has been practicing what they're going to say to you. They've written it down, erased it, and written it again. They've gone over the conversation 100 times in their heads. All of your planning will fall apart. When they finally stand in front of you, whether it's in person, on the phone, or through a message, and what comes out is the truth as it is. I was there at that time. I have tried to give a speech I had carefully planned in front of someone I hurt or who I walked away from. But as soon as I looked into their eyes, everything I was going to say went away. What came out instead was the truth I had been trying to hide. The confession I didn't want to make. I didn't think I had to say sorry for. When you are face to face with the person you hurt, the truth tends to come out. That's what's going to happen. Picked. This person will come to you with good intentions, but God will make those intentions stronger than their conviction. They will think they are in charge of the story. When they get there, the Holy Spirit will take over though. What they say will even surprise them. Now get ready for this. When someone tells you the truth at last, the truth, it's not always a feeling of relief. At times, it feels like putting a wound back together. It can bring back all the pain you worked so hard to get over. It can make you mad again. That's fine too. That's okay for you to feel. You have the right to grieve again. It's okay to be mad that they took so long to be honest with you, but don't let that feeling decide how you react. It's not about them right now. It's about you. It's about how much you've grown. It's about how you've gotten better. They want you to show yourself that you're not the same person who needed their approval to feel whole. This is something I learned the hard way. When they finally came back and told me the truth, it took years for me to hear. I thought I would feel like a winner. I thought I would feel like I was right. Instead, I was tired. I didn't think I needed to make that confession anymore. And that's when I knew I was better. I had grown. I could no longer depend on them to give me closure. I had already done that for myself, because that's where I want you to work. Picked. Don't wait for them to say sorry before you let go. Do not wait until they confess to feel like you believe them. Do not wait for them to come back to feel chosen. You're freed already. You are already known to be real. God has already picked you. And when you stand in that truth, what they say is just information for you. Now, there's another part of this I need to talk about. It's not always true that people who come back mean well. Some people come back to you because they feel at ease with you. People sometimes come back if they know you'll forgive them. Some people come back because they have tried everything else, and this is their last chance. In order to see that, you need to be smart, because this is the truth. It's not always possible to make peace after forgiving someone. You can forgive someone, but not let them back into your life. You can forgive the debt they owe you without taking the door back that they shut. You don't have to walk with them again to wish them well. It doesn't make you cold. It helps you learn you are not being asked to be a doormat by God. He wants you to think things through. He wants you to keep what He has built in you safe during this time. He wants you to respect yourself enough to turn down things that don't fit with where He wants you to go. And if they can't do that, then God didn't send them. They were sent because they needed to be there. So, chosen one, don't rush when they come. Try not to react. Don't let your feelings guide your choice. Do not rush. Instead, pray, seek God, and ask Him what you should do. Then have faith that He will make things clear, because this is too important to mess up now. Picked. Please allow me to explain what is going on behind the scenes that you can't see. There is a divine alignment going on right now in the realm of the divine. Angels are being sent out. Locks are being taken off doors. Conversations are planned ahead of time. The person who is knocking on your door is being moved by something they don't fully understand. They believe it is their choice. They believe they have chosen to reach out. But the truth is that heaven has been getting them ready for this moment for weeks or even months. The Bible says in Proverbs 21:21 that the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He steers it like a river, going wherever He wants. You don't have to give God permission to change your heart. They don't have to agree with Him. He just moves. When He thinks it's time for something to be shown, someone to tell the truth, or a door to open, it does. If you try to stop it, you can't, and that's exactly what's going on now. This person is refusing to give in. They've been fighting the sentence. They've been trying to explain their choices, their silence, and their absence. But the truth is too heavy to carry, and now they're giving up. They can't keep living in denial because God made it impossible for them to. It's not because they are good people or because they suddenly became spiritually mature. I have personally seen this happen. I once turned away from someone I loved very much because I was scared. I was afraid of making a promise, being open, and being seen for who I really was. I thought for a while that I had made the right choice. I told myself I had to keep myself safe. I told myself snorts that they would be better off without me. I knew it was a lie though, and God would not let me rest in it. I felt stuck every time I tried to move forward. I felt guilty every time I tried to explain my choice. I couldn't take it any longer, because every time I tried to replace what I had with something new, it broke. I broke. I finally gave up. I reached out. To be honest, it wasn't because I was strong enough, but because God had broken me down enough. The person who is coming to you, chosen one, is going through that. They've been broken up. Their pride has been broken. Their reasons have been shown to be false. They are now ready to be real. Their secret is out, and they are ready to tell it. They are ready to see what they lost when they broke up with you. But listen to what I need you to say. Their big step forward is not your job to do. It's not your job to heal them. It's not necessary for you to take them back for them to change. You're not going to save them. They don't have a second chance with you. They broke something, not you. That work is being done in them by God. That work will go on whether you choose to be a part of their future or not. Since this is not the time to save them, it's about setting you free. It's about stepping into the fullness of who you are without the weight of questions that you still don't have answers to. If you pray hard enough, you will get the clarity you need to move forward with confidence, peace, and certainty. You should also know this. They will say nice things when they come to your door. They're going to say good things. They are going to paint a hopeful picture of the future. You might want to believe them. You might want to give them another chance. Some parts of you will want to go back to what you knew. But you who have been chosen, don't let words fool you. Do not let promises calm you down because talk is cheap. Don't let your feelings get in the way of your judgment. It's easy with words. Promises don't cost anything. Fruit is what's important. Change is what's important. What counts is being consistent over time. I messed up by believing what people said before seeing proof. I've given second chances because I meant to, but the person didn't actually change. I got hurt again every time. Not because the person was bad, but because they weren't ready. They meant to change, but they hadn't done what it took to change. Even though they meant, well, that's not enough. When they come, don't let their tears move you. Do not be moved by how sorry they are. Their explanations won't make you change your mind. Instead, think about these things. Have they changed for real? Or have they been given no other choice? Are they coming because they want to be with me? Or because they don't want to be alone? Do they want to put in the work, or do they think I can handle the relationship again? The answers to these questions are the truth. You already know the answers if you are being honest with yourself. You've known for a long time. You didn't want to accept it, that's all. You should stop lying to yourself now. Though, let go of your hopes for things that aren't there now. Now is the time to be brave and face reality. Let God lead you to the truth. Because the truth is that not every door that opens again is meant to stay open. Some doors open again just long enough for you to close them. You can get back something you left behind by opening some doors again. Some doors open again so you can say what you meant to say, but never had the chance to, and then they close again for good. That's fine too. That's not defeat. That's the end of it. That's the end of a chapter that was never supposed to be a whole book. A new door will open when that one shuts for good. A better door. A door that opens to everything you've been hoping for. A door that leads to destiny, purpose, and alignment. Don't worry that the door will shut again. If God tells you to leave, don't be afraid to do so. Don't be afraid to get rid of things that aren't helping you, because what God has planned for you is better than everything you are leaving behind. The person who comes to your door is either a part of that bigger thing or the last goodbye before it comes. You win either way. You are free either way. As always, God is faithful and has a plan for you. You are going through a change in your life that is bigger than just this person coming to your door. This moment serves as a guide. It means you are changing from one season to the next. And the most powerful thing about this change is that you're not starting it the same way you started the last season. You're no longer broken. You are no longer confused. You are no longer in a desperate state. Everything has changed now that you are whole. You don't need someone to finish you off when you are whole. When you are whole, you don't put up with behavior that makes you look bad. You don't chase what doesn't choose you. When you are whole, being whole makes you attract what is meant to be with you and push away what is not. And you are right now in that place. I want to talk about a time in my life that changed the way I saw myself for good. One night I was by myself and yelling at God to tell me why I felt so alone and why I kept getting ignored and left out. At the same time, He replied, "You have been looking for love in people who were never assigned to give it to you." That's when I realized I was counting on the. At that very moment, I heard Him say something that broke my heart and healed it. Wrong people to see how valuable I was. It took a while for the wrong people to pick me. I had given my heart to people who were not meant to carry it. It was all that time that God tried to show me that He was everything I needed. I was loved already. I was already picked. I was enough already. The same is true for you, chosen one. You were waiting for approval from other people, but heaven has already given it to you. You were waiting for other people to approve of you, but God already did. You've been waiting for love from people when all along divine love has been around you. Remember this, when this person comes to your door, they're not your source. They don't answer your question, they are not your fate. As flawed, imperfect, and broken as you are, they are just a person. It won't be because you need them. If God lets them back into your life, it will be because they finally understood how to value what God made you. But if God shuts that door for good, it won't be because you weren't good enough. He will do that because He has something better, something that fits. Something that doesn't require you to shrink, beg, prove, or wait in fear. You need to believe that. Now, I want to get you ready for what will happen when this person finally shows up. At some point you will feel the pull to go back to believe or to give up. You will have to make a choice at that point. Are you going to pay attention to your feelings or your spirit? The way you feel will tell you to say yes. The way you feel will make you remember the good times. You will feel like this is your only chance because of how you feel. Your spirit knows better. Though your spirit knows what's true, your spirit still feels the pain. The fruit is clear to your spirit. And if you've been spending a lot of time with God, your spirit will help you make the right choice. I have been there at that very moment. I felt that exact pull. I've also made bad decisions more than once because I let my feelings guide me. And every time I did, I felt hurt, confused, and let down again. However, things changed when I began to listen to my spirit instead of my feelings. I stopped going through cycles. I stopped putting up with less than what I deserved. I began to use the power that God gave me. That's what I want you to do now. Picked. Walk like you're in charge. Don't back down. Don't question your own judgment. Fear should not make you think that this is your last chance, because it is not. God has a lot more planned for you than you think. You will know if this person is a part of that more. It will be easy to see. There will be peace. It will be proven by God Himself. You will also know if it isn't. Though you need to be brave enough to leave when you do, not out of anger or spite, but in peace, trust, and confidence that God is taking you somewhere better. Dear chosen one, we are getting close to the end of this prophetic word. Please stay with me because what I'm about to say could be the key that opens all the doors you've been waiting for. This message got to you today for a reason. You couldn't scroll past it for a reason. Your spirit is stirring for a reason. This is because heaven is talking to you directly. What is being said is also more than just facts. Yes, it is activation. You are being raised to a higher level of spiritual power. A new level of discernment is being opened up in you. There is a new level of confidence in who God says you are coming over. You won't act like the old you when this person comes to your door. You will answer as the changed, refined person. You are the person who went through fire and came out as gold. I think what I'm about to say will change the way you see things. They were not your enemy when they hurt you, left you, or lied to you. They were given to you. They were sent to show you something that needed to be fixed, something that needed to be given up, or something that needed to be broken and put back together again. God shapes us through other people. Pain is how He makes us better. He changes the subject by using loss. Everyone who left your life did so because they were done with what they were supposed to do. They were never meant to stay for a long time. They were meant to teach you, test you, and get you ready for the next step. Some of those people are going to try to come back now that one chapter is over and a new one starts. It's not because God wants them to go back, but because they finally understand what they lost. And this is where you need to be spiritually alert. Here is where you need to be able to tell the difference between a divine reconnection and a distraction from the devil. Because not every person who comes back does so on God's orders. Some people come back because they are lonely. Some people come back to you because they need something. Some people come back because they see how well you're doing and want to join your good luck. And if you're not careful, you'll let them back in, which will drain everything. God has been giving you a lot. How do you tell the difference? You check out the fruit. You watch what they do, not what they say. You don't look at their promises, but at how often they keep them. You try to figure out if they are coming to make your life better or worse. If they are coming with a humble heart, a sense of responsibility, and a real desire to honor you and do what God wants, then maybe, just maybe, God is involved. But it doesn't matter how good it feels. If they come with excuses, with tricks, or with the same habits they had before, it doesn't matter how much history you have. It's not from God. It was hard for me to learn this lesson. Someone who seemed honest got back in. They said good things. They cried the right kind of tears. They said everything they were going to say. That's why I thought, but the same pattern showed up again after a few weeks. The same lack of effort, disrespect, and selfishness. I saw that they hadn't changed. They were just better at acting. Like nothing was wrong. That's when God talked to me. He told her, stop believing that people can do great things. Start making them responsible for fruit. That made everything different for me. I stopped taking words without doing anything. I stopped forgiving people who didn't say sorry when someone wasn't willing to change. I stopped giving them a chance. That is the standard you need to follow right now. Don't let words move you. Be sure of what you're worth. Be firm about your limits. Remain firm in your belief that you deserve someone who will show up every time, not just when it suits them. This person will show that they care about you if they really do. It will be shown. They will stay within your limits. They'll be on time. They will be as energetic as you are. Oh, chosen one, if they can't do that, then they were never meant to be with you in this new season. The last part of this prophetic message is now here. And finally, I want to leave you with something that will help you feel grounded as you move into what's to come. So far, everything I've told you has been about getting ready. It has been the base. It has been truth to get you ready for the time that is now here. And what I'm about to say is the end of everything. You are no longer waiting. You're up and moving. You're no longer hoping. You are aware. You're no longer begging. You have a choice. You went from waiting to standing, from hoping to knowing, and from begging to choosing. This is proof that God did something in you that couldn't have been done any other way. In Isaiah 60-22 it says, "When the time is right, I the Lord will make it happen and chosen one." It's the right time, not because you deserve it at last. Not because you've been good, but because this is the time God has chosen for you. It's been marked. He put it aside. What He has already planned can't be stopped by anything in heaven or earth. This person will come to your door today, tomorrow, or in the days to come. I want you to remember something. It's not about them right now. It's about you. It's about you becoming all that you were meant to be. It's about realizing that you are valuable without anyone else telling you so. It's about being strong and at peace with yourself, knowing that you are whole with or without them. And this is what I think will happen. It will be impossible for you to explain how peaceful you will feel when they arrive, speak, and open their heart to you. Not because they always say the right thing. Not because their sorry will be enough, but because you will finally understand what you need to understand. You will finally find the peace of mind you've been looking for. You will finally have proof that what you thought was real all along. You will have a choice at that point. You can let them in or not. You can decide to start over. As long as God tells you to, you can choose to move forward together. You could also shut the door. You can respect who you've become. You can keep the peace that God has given you safe, and both options are good. You have the power to make either choice, so they are both good. One more story from my life. At one point, someone I loved very much came back to me after being away for a long time. They had everything I thought I would want. They came telling the truth. They came with a humble spirit. They were ready to make changes when they came. I thought for a moment, this is it. This is the blessing I prayed for. But when I asked God what to do, He said something I wasn't expecting. I brought them back not so you could go backward, but so you could go forward in peace. He said they had to say what was on their minds. You had to hear it. You don't have to walk with them again, though. I knew at that moment that God does sometimes bring people back. It's not to fix the relationship, it's to fix you. To give you the closure you couldn't give yourself, to answer the questions you've been carrying, and to be able to talk about your pain. After that, you can move on without feeling guilty. So, chosen one, don't feel like you have to decide right now. You don't need to know what you're going to do when this person comes over. Just be there. Just let people in. Just trust that God will lead you to the right choice. As you listen to what He has to say. Before we end, I want to say one last thing about your life. I declare that every delay you've had has been planned by God to be good for you. I swear that every tear you've shed has been collected by heaven and will be used as proof. I swear that every door that shut behind you is keeping you safe snorts from something that wasn't of your plan. And I say that the door that is about to open is the one you were meant to open. You are not a victim in your own story. Chosen one, you're the winner. Who left you doesn't make you who you are. Who chose you before the world was even made defines who you are. What you lost doesn't hold you back. What you learned in the process gives you power. From now on, you will walk with authority, clarity, confidence, and divine alignment. There's someone at your door. You'll be ready when they get there. Not because you know all the answers, but because you know the person who does. Not because you're perfect, but because you have your feet on the ground. Because you are whole, not because you need something. Now is your chance, chosen one. Now is the time to turn. This is your big step forward. I want you to go into it knowing that God is fighting for you. That angels are protecting you and that heaven is behind you. You will be okay no matter what happens next. You will do better than fine. You will thrive. So take a deep breath. Raise your head. Now is the time to get ready because things are about to change. It will be clear to you when it happens that today was the day when everything changed. Today was the day you began walking instead of waiting. Today was the day you stopped hoping and knew for sure. It was today that you became everything that God made you to be. The chosen one is coming to your door. But what's more important is that you are stepping into your destiny. And absolutely nothing can stop what God has started. It's your turn now. Now is your time. Now is your chance. Have faith and walk into it. Be brave and walk into it. You can go into it knowing that you are exactly where you should be. Chosen one, I want to pray with you before you leave. Not just about you, but for you. Since this is not the end of the message, this is the start of something going to happen. What you heard today wasn't a mistake. By divine will, you were brought here. As we say goodbye, I want to send a blessing your way that will help you do everything God has planned for you. Take a deep breath. Let your heart calm down. It doesn't matter where you are right now. In your room, on the road, or just going about your day, you are seen by God. He already knows where you are and is meeting you right now. Father in heaven, we come to you now with open hearts, spirits that are given up and faith that is raised. Lord, you understand that the chosen one is seeing this right now. You can see their path. You can see how tired they are. You see them getting ready and you are doing something right now to help them. Father, I pray that you will bring clarity to places where there was confusion. I pray that you will bring peace to places where there has been chaos. I pray that you will open the door that no one else can close and close the door that helps you no longer in their life. This person coming to their door should be a sign that you haven't forgotten about them, that their time is changing, and that breakthrough is now. God, help them hear your voice more clearly than any other voice. Make them brave enough to stand firm in their truth. Give them the wisdom to make the right choice based on your spirit rather than their feelings. Most of all, let them know that you love them very much. No one knows where they are, but they are seen in their secret spot. Lord, give me the strength to leave things that don't make sense anymore. I ask God to forgive what was done. I pray that all the chains of the past will be broken and I pray that this moment will be incredibly clear. Make them feel like you're there. Let them hear you whisper. Make it clear to them that you will keep your promise because you are good. You are making everything work together for the best. We pray in the name of Jesus. Yes, you are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says give and heaven will open over you on this platform. Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. If this word struck a chord with you, chosen one, I want you to do something right now. Write something below. It doesn't need to be long, just let me know you were here. Let me know that you got this. Type I receive this amen or even just 777 to show that you believe what heaven is saying about your life and agree with it. Also, if you want to keep walking in prophetic truth, divine alignment, and supernatural breakthrough, please subscribe to this channel. What you heard today is just the start. You won't want to miss a single one of the words that are coming your way. They will reveal things and confirm things. May God's peace, which is greater than all understanding, keep your mind and heart safe today and always. You're not by yourself. We haven't forgotten about you. Heaven has wrapped around you. You are walking in God's blessing. And you are about to see everything you have been believing come true. You have been picked. You have been chosen. It's now your turn. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to this site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.